Good morning, it's travel day. We are so excited, aren't we, guys?
Oh, can't wait.
Em's not talking. I have been up since 2 a.m. I am worse than the kids at Christmas. We went to bed about 12. I woke up at 2 and was convinced I'd had a full night's sleep. Couldn't get back to sleep. So, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed this morning. Don't know how long it's going to last, though. We're just heading down now from the Hilton Hotel to have some breakfast. We've had a lovely stay. It was really comfortable. The rooms are absolutely fabulous. I'd definitely recommend.
But I did the room tour as well, and I will insert the clip.
Not when you're excited. There's no sleep when you're excited.
Bed's not comfy.
Emily says the beds aren't comfy, but it was just a bit firm for her. She likes a softer mattress, but it was perfect.
Let's go get some breakfast.
See you later.
So with the Hilton, we did actually get breakfast included with our booking. Let's have a look what they got on offer. Bacon. So we just finished having breakfast. It was lovely. Wasn't the best breakfast I've ever had, but it was nice. Just come back to the room to get our bags, and we'll see you on the other side of security. Exciting.
Right guys, I just wanted to tell you something because I am not impressed. So, we've just gone through security, I got patted down, and his bag got searched. Fine, I'll deal with that. But then, before that, I had to do all my own work. I had to scan weigh my own bags and put them on the thing, and even everything, and put my own tags on. What's that about? You haven't lowered your prices, but I'm doing half your work. Then, look at this cupboard, this case. We've come to get drinks. $3.99 for a small bottle of drink. Yet they're on 3 for 2, but that means I'm paying £8 for 3 bottles of Coke, 3 little bottles of Coke. Are they having a laugh? Are they having a laugh?
What game?
Not impressed.
Got the mandatory monsters for the flight, and Emily is trying to pick which magazine she wants.
Yeah, but it's hard twice.
Apparently the price is a secret, so it means one thing. Cost a fortune.
What? They cost a fortune? Monster.
So we've just been absolutely rinsed in the WA Smith for some drinks. A magazine. Reese got this little Tetris game. Show the camera.
Show the camera Tetris game.
£30 you can get Tetris on his phone, like, but he wanted that.
This is a weird look.
It's not different, it's the same thing. It does look cool, like it's a little arcade machine.
Exactly. You agree with me?
That machine, no, but it looks nice.
You wanted to buy the big Pac-Man, I can get that on my phone. You wanted to buy a Pac-Man arcade machine for £130. I can get Pac-Man on my phone.
What Pac-Man?
The arcade machine.
Yeah, but that was cool. It looked well cool in your room.
So?
Difference of opinion.
Hi guys, we're back. So we finally made it through security, through duty free, through everything, and we've just sat down at the Kissing Gate in Liverpool Airport to have a drink, because that was not stressful, but stressful because it's me. It was quite straightforward, really, to be fair.
It was stressful on my wallet.
It was stressful on
Why
my
was
wallet.
this on the floor?
Cheers.
Cheers.
No? But this was on the
One of
floor.
yours.
Oh, that's lovely, that.
So, let me just explain to you why this is very much needed. So, number one, couldn't sleep with excitement last night. I think I told you that earlier in the vlog. I've been up since 2 o'clock in the morning. It is now
Go.
9:30. So, I've done a full day already. That's number one. 2, it goes down for breakfast. Because I was awake all night, I didn't feel like cooked breakfast, so I had continental. Fine, not an issue, don't mind that. Had my sunglasses on my head, like a hairband, while I was eating breakfast. I remember taking them off. I remember putting them down in between me and my son, Reese. We leaves the restaurant. Don't know if I seen anything on the table. Gets back to the hotel room, getting all of our stuff together. My sunglasses are nowhere to be found, and I'm like, so I picked them up.
I thought it'd be the kids, that'd be the problem.
So, obviously, then I had to send them back down to go and look. So Anthony went and looked in the restaurant, under the table, everywhere, wasn't there. Asks a member of staff at the reception desk, has anyone handed any sunglasses? No. Asked the restaurant staff? No. So I was heartbroken because I was like, my Prada sunnies have been pinched. So I was having a breakdown, mental breakdown, because he had no sunglasses for Barcelona. So, we then goes to check out, and thankfully, some lovely human being has handed them in for me. So, my sunglasses are returned. So brilliant. We think that must be all the unlucky stuff that can happen to us today. Because this is just our luck, like, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. It's like, we're used to it now. So we go through security, and the kids go through, they're fine. I go through the body scanner, and Anthony went through the body scanner, and it goes through fine. Oh no, I flags up for a search, a full body pat down.
It's because she looks like a suspect.
So I had this woman fondling me, and I just wasn't happy about it. I was like, is it, because not only that, right? But I don't know if anyone's noticed this, we're having a bit of heat wave in the UK at the minute. It's 30 degrees, my back is sweating, and she's rubbing her arms all up and down my back, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, look, I'm sweaty. And she went, well, you're a bit overdressed for the weather, aren't you? And I went, yeah, because all my holiday clothes are in my case, and she's laughing at me. So we get through that fine. As I then come through that, because I was ages after the others, because I was getting patted down, I find Anthony is having a bag search, because we got stopped at that bit as well, because...
Yeah, that was just for me, power bank. Said
Yeah.
sometimes to pop up when you go through the scanners, but it was all alright. Took a couple of seconds, swapped the bag, swapped the power bank.
Yeah, so it wasn't too bad. We got there in the end. And then, as you've seen, we showed you WH Smith's, where we got robbed for 50 quid. We had a little look in duty free because I'd forgotten to bring my nail varnish with me. And obviously, as you know, girls, your toes or whatever get a bit chipped when you're in the pool and stuff, so I needed a nail varnish, so we went and we bought one. They had like all Chanel ones and all that, but I went paying the price back, so we went to WH Smith's instead, and I just got like a Rimmel one or Maybelline or something, I don't know. Revlon possibly, just for a £5. It'll just do the job, you know what I mean? It's just to keep my toes looking pretty on our holidays and my sandals. So yeah, a bit of a stressful morning altogether, which is usual for the Rabbos. So yeah.
And did you actually go to the airport if you didn't have a pint there?
So
Yeah,
as we say,
Can I
cheers.
show them my nails? Can I show them my nails?
Yeah.
My nails.
Everyone's show you the Disney nails ready for the Disney cruise.
We're matchy.
Oh, that.
Mine are just normal.
For now. For now.
So
For now,
we're
Dad.
just going to enjoy our pints and then
We'll
Your
catch
nails
up
are
with
normal.
you
For
when we get
now.
out our gate or on the plane. We'll see what comes first. Bye.
Hi guys, we are back.
what a day.
As you might notice, well, no, you probably can't actually because we're sat under a light, but it is dark. It is now, let me just double check my times, 11 o'clock Barcelona time. So I've now personally been awake for 21 hours, which is why I look like this.
I just always look like this.
We're back in our room. We're actually sat outside on the balcony at the minute. So you can hear some traffic noise and a bit of birds chirping, crickets chirping. I don't know whether the mic will pick that up, but it's lovely. And some audible cackles from other guests. But yeah, we've had a bit of a day of it today, so unfortunately we didn't get to film as much as we wanted to. I'll kind of go into that and explain it now, but we're just chilling on the balcony now, so we thought we'd catch you back up with our day, really. But where do we start? On the plane. Where did we leave them? In the kissing gate?
We said we were going to pick it back up on the plane. The plane journey was actually alright. The kids managed well.
Yeah, the plane was fine, but we couldn't really film because we had strangers sat next to us. So we were sat, the seats were in threes, and because there's four of us, we sat like 2 and 2, but next to each other. So we thought nobody's going to book the window seat, just one single window seat on each side. But of course they did. So we didn't film because I didn't think it was fair to these people that we don't know, because in case we caught them in or anything like that. So we just had a chilled plane journey, really. The kids were really, really good. I was really surprised. Reece just sat with you, didn't he, and watched a film.
Yeah, we watched the new Spider-Man Noir, episode 1, which was really good, to be honest.
And I did some colouring in with Emily. We did want to watch a film as well, but something went wrong with Emily's iPad and it didn't...
Disney Plus had logged out.
It had logged out, and obviously we couldn't connect to the Wi-Fi to log back in, so we couldn't watch a film, so we coloured in instead. It was fine. Yeah, so it all was fine up until landing, and Emily's ears popped a bit and she got quite upset, but again, it was manageable. We calmed her down. It wasn't any big meltdown or anything like that. And because we were at the back of the plane... Oh, actually, can I just say, how many of you actually go to the toilet on a plane? Because I just thought it was like a minority. You only went to the toilet on the plane if you were about to like wet yourself, like you couldn't hold it in anymore. I've never been to the toilet on a plane since I was a child.
Literally, as soon as the seatbelt sign went off, someone ran there like Olympic Christie down the road.
But then it was like a stream of people. Like there was a queue at several points throughout the flight, and I don't understand.
I wouldn't mind, but it was only like a 2-hour flight.
Yeah, it was a 2 hours 10-minute flight, and there was more than one toilet on the plane, but like literally there was like a stream of people constantly, so that was a bit annoying because we were in the aisle seat, so people kept like knocking you as they were getting past to go to the toilet, so that was a little bit annoying. I mean, it was fine, we managed.
Back row as well, so we were right by the toilet.
Yeah, so that was a little bit annoying, but I just didn't realise so many of you went to the toilet on the plane. Like, I can't think of anything worse, but there we go. So because we were on the back row, we were one of the first off, which was obviously great. We were at Terminal 2, weren't we? Terminal 1?
When we landed?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Terminal 1 when we landed in Barcelona Airport, and then we had to get a bus over to the airport from where the plane taxied to, or whatever you call it. And that went really quite okay as well, wasn't it? It wasn't too packed, it seemed okay, but because the flight was actually really full, which I was surprised about, because up till a couple of weeks ago when we looked, the flight was actually quite empty, and we were worried, especially with all these fuel things, whether it was going to go ahead or not. But obviously it did, because we're here. And then, as I think we've mentioned in previous videos, our kids have got autism, so they were wearing their sunflower lanyards. And when we got off the plane and approached security, they were great. They opened like another lane and directed us to the kind of special assistance lane. So we got through security really quickly too, and they were really friendly. Our luggage was there ready and waiting for us, and as I say, we were one of the first off the plane, so that was surprising too. We got all of our bags. We had a little bit of difficulty finding our driver that we booked, but we found them in the end, so that wasn't too bad. So I thought, oh, this is going great, really swimmingly, because I don't know whether we've mentioned this. In fact, I know we haven't, but do you want to tell a story what happened last year?
So last year, I booked our transport from the airport, and I'd put the time in, and then I put the date in, but then I realised that we landed just after midnight, so I changed the time to just after midnight, and I hadn't realised that the date had changed. So yeah, when we got to the airport, there was no transport there because it wasn't coming till the next day.
And I'd already paid for the transport as well, so we'd paid them, but they were coming the next day, and when I tried to get in touch with them, they wouldn't come and get us. So, needless to say, ended up in a bit of a row, a heated row on a whole new room.
£80 well spent.
The only heated row we had. So today, thankfully...
But I stand by, I just wanted to get a taxi last year. And you were like, no, the cheapest is just pre-book it. The taxi we actually ended up getting, because of the mistake I made, was cheaper than the price we paid to pre-book it.
Yeah, but we're all sat on each other's knee and everything. But anyway, that's a story for another vlog. But
for all we know, the transport was a pebble bike.
But anyway, so Anthony put himself in charge of, booking the transport again. I think he wanted to redeem himself after last year's mistake. And, yeah.
Yeah, it's not my fault. 100%
So,
not my fault.
we found the man. We got all of the stuff in the car. He didn't speak a word of English. He was very Spanish. He's communicating to us through Google Translate. And he says, the traffic's very busy. There has been a teacher strike. So the roads are even busier than normal.
The roads in Catalonia are closed until 6 p.m.
Yeah, roads in Catalonia are closed until 6 p.m. was his exact words.
It was 2:30 at this time.
Yeah, this was 2:30. So he said, I will drive you to Barcelona Stadium. It's got a name, but I don't know it.
The new camp.
The new camp. We'll drive you there. You can explore, because that's near my house. And I'll pick you up at 6. I was like, what? Like, how do you respond to that to somebody who doesn't understand English? So we're like looking at each other like, what? And he's like, okay. So, but all my bags are in the car, and the kids are in the car, and we're in the car, and I'm like...
And I've paid.
And we've paid, yeah. So we're like, what do we do here? I can't say no because you've got my money. And if I get another taxi, I've then got to pay again. So we were like, okay. And then we're whispering to ourselves in the middle seat, because it was a big car, so he was in the front, we were in the middle, and then the kids were in the back, and then the luggage was in the backpack. So we're whispering to each other, what are we going to do? I don't want to be stranded at Barcelona New Camp. I don't know where it is. I don't know if there's anything to do there. I say it could be busy. The kids have got autism. They'll be dysregulated. And Reese, my son, he started having a bit of a panic in the back. Nothing too bad again. It was manageable, but the colour drained out of him. He was really upset. He went really quiet, wouldn't speak to us, which is what he does when he's worried and anxious. We ended up messaging booking, didn't we? You spoke to booking. So you wanna...
Wasn't much help, to be honest. When I spoke to them, they seemed on my side and was like, you can't just leave us in the middle of nowhere. He needs to complete the journey. If the road's closed, he needs to find other routes, blah blah blah. And then they got in touch with the taxi company, who said that there's a strike. And then when booking came back, they were basically saying, oh yeah, there's a strike, you're just going to have to hang around till 6 o'clock. But then my gripe was, what if the driver doesn't come back? What if we're just stuck in the middle of Barcelona?
But bearing in mind as well, so we would have been stuck in the middle of Barcelona in the however many degree heat with 5 suitcases, 2 big hand luggages and 2 of the kids' smaller hand luggages, and he wanted me to walk around Barcelona Stadium for 3 hours, 4 hours. No. So, he could have just left us there and not come back. We had no guarantee that he was going to come back, and we paid. Yeah. So Anthony was like, well, can we have a refund? No. It takes 5 working days. We'll have to do an investigation. And Anthony was like, well, surely my best bet is to not get out of the taxi then until we're, deposited at our destination. So eventually they communicated with the driver. We don't know what was said because it was all in Spanish, but we could see he drove like an absolute maniac.
Oh yeah, I thought the taxis I've known we got last year were bad, but I had about 17 hours of taxi.
I'm quite chill because I'm a driver, and things happen. You get a bit close to cars sometimes, stuff like that. You lose a bit of concentration, whatever. But this was like ridiculous. I was literally holding on to Auntie for dear life, or the car door, and I was like,
She was acting like me when I...
yeah, literally, I was like Auntie when he was a
passenger
passenger princess in my car.
But this one today was like evil Knievel.
It was awful. So we're like not knowing what's going on. We're not knowing where they're taking us, whether they're taking us to the new camp, whether they're taking us to the hotel. We just didn't have a clue at this point. So we've got Auntie sat nav on trying to direct us to the hotel, and I'm like trying to Google why these roads are closed, because a teacher strike to me doesn't make sense why the roads are suddenly so busy. Because presumably if there's a teacher strike, no one's going to school and coming home from school at that time. So how does that make the roads busier? Like, it just didn't make sense to me in my head.
We never drove past no bloody picket fences.
Yeah, we didn't drive past any, like, you know, strike action that we could see. So it was long, and we did get stuck in a lot of traffic, but we did make it here eventually. Needless to say, we didn't tip. But yeah, so we booked that transfer through booking.com, which we booked our hotel with. So we thought it was going to be a safe bet, but maybe not so much.
Yeah, probably not so much. We're still having a bit of trouble with booking.com for our stay after the cruise.
Yeah, so we booked this hotel, which we're in now, which is the Aqua
Hotel, Aqua Marina Hotel and Spa.
That's right. So this is in Santa Susana, which is just outside of Barcelona. And the reason why we chose this was because we thought it was a little bit quieter than the city centre, again, for the kids. And it's got lovely pools. It was full board, which meant that it was one less thing to worry about paying for. What else was it? It was really cost effective. It was, yeah, I can't remember the exact amount, but I'm going to say it was just under €600 for the four of us for 3 nights. Is it 3 nights? 4 nights?
I think that might be the original price, because we actually changed our dates. It worked out about £450 for 3 nights. For
yeah. So, yeah, because we ended up changing our dates, didn't we? Yeah, so it was, it was a really good value hotel, and when we pulled up outside, it looked lovely, didn't it? It looked really nice. The lobby was lovely. The people were really friendly, checked us in. Found the room really easily. The room's brilliant. We've got two rooms kind of thing. It's like one room, but it's got 2 bedrooms. It's a family room, so that's really good. It was great, wasn't it? So this one has worked out with booking.com, but I say we've booked a 1 night stay in the centre of Rome. So it's the Trevi Suites, is it?
Sweet Dream Trevi.
Sweet Dream Trevi.
2-minute walk from the Trevi family.
Yeah, you're supposed to be able to get to the Trevi really easily, which is what we wanted to do, because last year when we went, the Trevi was empty. So given that we've only got like 1 night in Rome, we wanted to just make sure we seen the Trevi with water in this time. So we chose that particular hotel for that reason. And we've been waiting for about 4 weeks for them to take the money.
Yeah, so I think it was like the 8th of May. You couldn't cancel the booking no more, because you can take the payments at any time. So we had the money sat in the bank, and as you know, payments come out. So we've been like messaging them on the booking.com app, asking them to take the payments, basically. So to
make sure the money wasn't spent by something else.
Yeah, basically. And no reply off the hotel.
No. I did phone them through WhatsApp. And I spoke to the lady, but she didn't speak very good English. She was very, very Italian, and she was just like, don't worry, your booking is safe, we will take the money anytime, 2 weeks. So I was like, right, okay. So we changed the bank details over to the Monzo account, because we don't have any direct debit set up on the Monzo account. So we changed that over to the Monzo account, and then we put the money for the hotel in the Monzo account. I've been waiting. Didn't come out. So of course last night, as you've seen, we stayed in the Hampton by Hilton's at Liverpool Airport, and at 2 o'clock this morning, so when we were fast asleep, and it was fast asleep, I was fast awake. The money tried to come out, but it came out of Auntie's Monzo, and Monzo decided it was fraudulent, so they didn't let the money go out. So then when we woke up and obviously seeing this, you approved it, didn't you? But it was saying like, it's too late now because you took too long to approve it, so we can't take the money. Ask the merchant to take it again. Fine, no problem.
Just getting in touch with the merchant.
Can you get in touch with booking? Can you get in touch with the merchant? So we were ringing the hotel, like, bearing in mind this was really early this morning because it was before we flew. So this was maybe 10 to 8, did we say it was? Or was it 10 to 7? And it would have been 10 to 8 in Barcelona, in Italy. So about 8 o'clock-ish, we'll say. And we were getting no answer. So eventually we found a number for booking.com, which was like being gate kept. We could not find a telephone number for them for love nor money.
Still don't know how we did, to be honest.
Massive fluke that we managed to find anybody. And they didn't really seem to be understanding what we were saying. They were like, I'll check if it's fraudulent. We didn't want them to check if it was fraudulent. We were saying, the bank's flagged it as fraudulent. We know what it is. We're happy to approve it. But you need to take the money again. So she was like, oh yeah, I'll get in touch with the merchant. So she puts us on hold. She couldn't get in touch with them either. So she was like, oh, nothing really. We'll get back to you within 2 days. I was like, right, okay. But we're going on a cruise. So we're going to go on a cruise on Saturday.
Yeah.
Which obviously is 3 days, I know. Or 2 days if you don't count today, isn't it? What day are we on today? Wednesday? Thursday?
Wednesday now.
I don't even know what day it is anymore.
So
yeah, so Thursday, Friday. So if they don't get in touch with us by Friday, we're at sea. So there'll be nothing we can do if we've got no signal. So obviously that's a little bit worrying. So we'll have to try and contact them again. So bookings have been a bit hit and miss. I'll say we've had those two problems now with the taxi and also with the Rome hotel. But this hotel is good so far.
It is. It's been lovely. We had a little chill by the pool to like decompress after the taxi ride, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then,
yeah, the kids were like desperate to get in the pool, and it was so hot. So when we arrived, we literally threw the suitcases onto the bed and opened them, found swimming costumes, went straight down, sat by the pool. I didn't have it in me to get in all honesty, because as I say, I've been up since 2, and I just thought swimming really knackers me out anyway, and I just thought I have not got it in me to get in this water today. You only got in really, didn't you, for a little bit just to see how deep it was for the kids.
so deep.
So he was the guinea pig.
And I feel like it was twice the size of me.
I mean, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but it was deep.
No.
My kids couldn't touch the floor. So, sorry, my daughter's trying to sneak up on me, but I heard her. Yeah, so we had a little chill by the pool. The kids had a splash about. The only thing was, we brought like inflatable rings because we thought we'd save some money, because as you guys know, when you go on holiday, you get like 20-30 euros for these inflatables that you use once and then you end up throwing away or giving away or whatever. But unfortunately, we bought them from Home Bargains. They're only 150, so it's no big loss money wise. They wouldn't let us.
Use them in the pool.
Yeah, they wouldn't let us use them in the pool because they just don't allow them. So that's fair enough, but we didn't know that. So then we had a few tears, didn't we? Because Emily was a bit tired, but a few tears because she really wanted to use the floaty. But she settled down. She went and played in the pool. It was fine. She really enjoyed it actually, and so did Reece, didn't he? They both had a good splash for a couple of hours. Issues again. She's doing laps of the balcony, and then
She's ready for bed, hopefully.
I know I am. Yeah, we went and come back upstairs and just got ready for dinner. And then in all honesty, we were that tired that we were like, I haven't even got it in me to record dinner. So we decided that we'd just like catch back up with you tonight when we got to the room, really, when we could have like a bit of a decompress. We could think about what we needed to tell you all about and just like have a minute.
Have a woosah moment.
Yeah, because it was a bit of a chaotic start, but that's just our life. There's nothing without a few bumps in the road, and we do tend to be that family that get a few more bumps than others, but for the bumps that we do get, we have massive highs as well. So you know what, we wouldn't change it. We wouldn't change it. Maybe the taxi ride, but the rest we can deal with. Sorry, I'm paranoid that my daughter's like gonna jump out at me, because she's still behind my chair. Thought so. Are you saying hi? To the flat? No, she's running away. So that was that, and then we had something to eat. Now the restaurant was a little bit disorganised, would you say?
Yeah, there was just.
So we there was no instructions. Like, I don't know, that sounds really silly. You should need instructions for like a buffet restaurant. But you walked in and then she was like, okay, and we're like, yeah. And then she didn't say like somebody will come and seat you now or anything like that. So we went to walk in. We just assumed you'd find your own table. And she was like, oh, no, you wait here, we'll get you a table. So, okay, not a problem. And then they sat us like in the corner with like this table full of kids, American kids. Nothing wrong with American kids, by the way. But like, they were loud and not doing anything bad, just all talking amongst themselves and like laughing and joking and, being teenage boys really. But I say my kids with the sensory difficulties, it wasn't the best place for us really. But they were only there 5-10 minutes and then they left because they'd been obviously there before us. And as they were full board at this hotel, not all inclusive, so we had to pay for drinks. So our waiter come over and asked me if we'd like drinks, so I ordered 4 Cokes, and he basically wouldn't open them because I didn't have a slip of paper. So when you come in, they give you this slip of paper, like a receipt, which is obviously a bit like a tab, so they must write down what you have on that piece of paper. But we didn't realise that was what you do. So Anthony had it in his pocket and he's up at the buffet and I'm sat at the table and he wouldn't open the drinks. So like me and the kids are gasping for a drink. We haven't had a drink in hours. Like, sorry, that's Emily being a ghost with the chair. Yeah, so that was a bit confusing. And then you said the food, because I didn't get up to get the food. I didn't have it in me. I was like, I just need to sit. Yeah, Krishna?
It was just so disorganised. Everyone was coming at the food from every which way, and there was people were queuing up for pasta, but the sauce would be first. They were walking past the sauce, getting the pasta, and then going back on the queue to get the sauce.
It was just a bit crazy, and there was a lot of fish on the menu tonight, which I don't know whether that's a regular thing. We do remember seeing a vlog that said that one night, so we're hoping that was just tonight. But there was a lot of like fishy dishes.
Family.
We're not a fishy family at all. There was some pork though, which was really nice, wasn't it? And the chicken was nice as well.
But not the pork or chicken, to be honest.
Didn't you? So I had pork, and because I'm a really plain eater, I'll be honest, like if you want food reviews, like I'm probably not the best person for that because I am such a plain beige eater. Listen, you, go and eat your sweeties. Yeah, plain beige eater, so I can't really give you a good food review, but the meat was lovely, the meat was really nice. So I just had like this meat, and you gave me some meatballs as well, but I wasn't a fan of the sauce. And then I had some chips, but the chips were cold, which happens on a like an all-inclusive type buffet thing. So it's one of them, isn't it? But they should be replenishing it a bit more, maybe, especially because it was very, very busy in there.
I managed to get warm chips, which were nice.
Yeah, so there you go. It was just me being unlucky again. But me and you managed to eat enough, didn't we? We weren't like starving or anything like that. We were full. They had a not a hot chocolate fountain, what's it called? Just a chocolate fountain, isn't it? They had a chocolate fountain and, lots of dessert selections and stuff like that, which I thought the kids would be made up with, but I think just because they were tired, they weren't really interested today. But my son didn't eat anything. He was like, no. My daughter didn't eat anything. She was like, no. They didn't have the biggest selection of kids' food. I did think they'd have like maybe burgers, maybe sausages, maybe chicken nuggets. Because most all-inclusives do usually have like a kids section, don't they? Or that's been my experience in the past anyway, and this didn't have that. It was kind of just everything was dotted everywhere, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was no like kids.
Yeah, there's no designated like kids area, which usually in my experience there is, and it wasn't like targeted to the kids. Maybe the Spanish kids eat better than we do, our kids do. But yeah, so we gave Reese a little bit of try of some pork, didn't we? Some rice, some chips, but he didn't like any of it. He wouldn't touch the pizza.
The only thing he would eat was
bread.
Your desserts.
Oh yeah. So we gave him some. He had some bread. He enjoyed the bread. He loves fresh bread though. And then he had. But I said go and get some desserts for us to try because we've paid for it kind of thing. So he brought a little selection of like little mini cakes over, and Reese was helping himself to my cakes and said it tastes better when you steal it off someone. So I said that's fine. I'll have 2 plates tomorrow, and you steal away, my friend. Not of cake, of food. But he was like, no, I don't like it. I won't like it tomorrow. I was like, it'll have different things each day, So we'll take tomorrow. We'll see how it comes. We'll update you tomorrow whether the kids eat anything or not.
Probably not.
Yeah, I'm not holding my breath.
He's already decided he doesn't like it, so he probably won't eat it.
Yeah, and he's saying like he's not trying breakfast, but obviously, as you know, breakfast will be completely different. It'll be like cereals and bacon and all that kind of thing. Croissants, yeah. So we'll just have to see whether he does or he doesn't. But the complex that we're on, it's got like. Obviously, we didn't take the camera out, so I can't show you today, but we'll try and get a bit of footage for you tomorrow. It's got like a supermarket type shopping plaza, and like a couple of like loads of stores, like market stalls, wasn't there, and food stalls, which were lovely. It looked really nice. When we went there, we felt like we were on holiday, didn't we? Because it was all lit up, it was all neon. You could hear music playing. It was just really nice. It had a really nice vibe.
We took some pictures out, aren't we?
Yeah. We'll put some pictures in to show you. Here, and here.
I'm not that good. Somewhere.
you'll see some pictures. No, I didn't get any videos of that, did I? On my phone, we just took pictures, didn't we?
Just pictures.
But yeah, so we'll insert some pictures to show you if we can work out how to do it. We're still very new to all this. So yeah, that was really nice. And then we got the kids. It was like a food store called Oops, and it sells like gelato, doesn't it? And it had crepes, burgers, also sold cocktails and beer. So we got the kids. Emily wanted a hot dog meal. So it was like hot dogs with fries, and then it said on the menu you could either have a Coke or a beer, well, soft drink or a beer. So I was like, can you, for the same price? So of course we got it with a beer. And then Reese wanted the chicken burger, so we got him a chicken burger meal with a beer, but not for the kids. We had the beer, and then we just bought them a soft drink. So I think we played that quite well. So we enjoyed a little drink, as they chilling, listening to the music, kind of soaking up the atmosphere while I had something to eat. So it actually worked out okay. It was lovely. It was really nice. We might not have gone up there today had the kids not eaten. So, you know, things happen for a reason, don't they? Because we actually were planning on this. So this hotel also does entertainment. So they have a kids mini disco at 9, and then they do like entertainment at 10. So at 10 o'clock tonight, they had like Grease, like performances on. And we love a bit of Grease, don't we?
Yeah.
So we did want to go and watch that. So had the kids eaten, we would have just stayed in like the hotel itself to watch that. But because they hadn't eaten, we thought we'd go for a little wander. We did end up spending a few pennies in the shop, not loads. Emily chose a couple of squishies. They had all like so they had like this shop with like all Spanish dolls in, and they were gorgeous. The babies, weren't they? Yeah, the ones that look realistic.
They were gorgeous, but some of them were a bit creepy.
Yeah,
there
there
was
was
one
a
that
few
was just made out of silicone.
Oh yeah, it had like it had no bones. It was like it was weird. And they were all weighted as well, which was nice. And they did feel like real dolls, and they were really good quality. Okay, Emily wants me to show you her squishies. Yeah, so there was so we had a little look at them, and Emily was very tempted to buy one, but then she decided she's got enough dolls at home. So she didn't want to part with the money yet because I think she's saving it for the Disney cruise. So instead, she just picked up this little dumpling squishy in red. Obviously, you don't know the colour when you buy it, but she's got red, which she's not got, so she's quite happy about that. And then she also picked up this little mini one. There's a little tiny pot there. And this one is pink. Now, she has already got pink at home, but she's got the big version, so she's quite happy with that as well, because it's like the baby one, so wear one that she's got at home. So she was quite happy with them. And then lastly, she got this little unicorn, and you squish it and it's got like little beads in. Now she did have a boba... Which? Orbeez. So she did have a boba tea, one of these at home that we got her, because she loves sensory toys. But it burst, so she was delighted to find this. So that was Emily's purchases for today.
I'm going to make more tomorrow.
Yeah. She's going to make a lot more tomorrow.
With my own money this time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So, Mum and Dad, thank you, Mum and Dad said we'd pay for this one. So that was about, what, €20 down? She also picked up a little bracelet for her friend called Amy with a little A on, so that was nice.
But I still need to give her a cute fidget.
Yeah, we will. It's okay, go on. Yeah. That's just a holiday present. That's for her birthday, what you're talking about. Yeah, so, you know, she's quite happy with the purchases, like, isn't she? So she spent less than €20. And then...
Less than 15 now.
Do you think? Yeah. And then we picked up 2 magnets, was it, for us?
2 magnets for us, yeah. And then Reese found a pen that looks like a syringe. It's got like a bloody liquid in it, and he was made up with that, and then we decided one of his friends drew it like that, so we ended up getting
3 altogether, didn't he? Yeah.
One.
So he's bought his friends this syringe pen thing. It's quite cool. It interested him, you know what I mean?
It was quite cool. Like, I was playing with it myself. It was me who originally found it.
Yeah. So he was happy with that. So that's all he got.
Can you open? I wanted to have somebody just kind of...
Sorry, he's just opening their sweet box. Yeah, so that was that all of our purchases?
Yeah.
Other than the food, obviously, and the drinks.
A drink for the room.
And then we bought we bought a drink for the room because we knew we weren't going to make it down at the bar tonight, really. Emily got a little bit whingy whiny. She was a bit clumsy because she was tired. Like, she just didn't see a step. She didn't fall over.
It's been a long day.
Yeah, it's been a really long day for them, so she was getting a bit emotional. She's very, very sensitive. She's very emotional. So we knew we needed to kind of call it a day. So then we started working our way back. We did find a little arcade in our hotel as well, which my son was made up with because he loves stuff like that. But that takes euros cash. So we need to, because we haven't actually drawn any cash out yet. We were just going to kind of pay on cards.
It was a bit dated, the arcade, but it was...
Yeah,
it was good.
It was, yeah. Like, some of the things were a bit old-fashioned-y, but, you know, it's all you need for kids. He was made up with them. There was, like, pool tables, there was some foosball tables, air hockey, Buck and Bronco, which he's dying to have a go of, and I'm like, no, please don't do it. What have you got hurt?
He'll struggle to climb on it, I don't know what he wants to go.
I know, bless him. It's because he's seen them on the telly.
He'll pay it, I think I'll have a go, but no, not anymore.
If I do, I'll film it. Not me, if he does. I'm not getting on it. I'll get him on it. Get a few beers down his neck. Yeah, so what else did we do then? We just kind of like had a little look. There was lots of arcade machines, like whack-a-mole type ones, a Sonic and Mario one, wasn't it? Some shooting games, some driving games. Just the usual, what you'd expect in an arcade really, but actually they were a little bit outdated. And there was quite a few broken as well. Oh, thank you, darling. You brought me a sweet strawberry. Thank you.
So brought me one.
I don't like them, so it must be for you. Yeah, so we just had a little nosy, and then we just walked back through the hotel and come up. Thank you.
Oh, that's for that.
You stole mine.
That's for Mummy.
I don't like them ones.
That's for me.
It's for me then.
That's for Mama's.
Yeah.
Oh, you like these?
No, I like the soft ones.
No, what's
Those
my
ones get
favourite?
stuck in my teeth. Yeah, so we just kind of moseyed on back to the room, didn't we? Yeah. And we were all set to get in bed, but it's quite hot. And I was like, I'm sweating, because we'd start to do a bit of a walk back, because we'd walked. And so the back of my neck was ringing, so that's why I scraped my hair up into a bobble, because I was like, I need to be cool. And I said, can we just sit on the balcony for a little hour and just cool off? So that's how we ended up here. But as we opened the door to our hotel room, there was a lovely surprise on the table, so we'll just show you now. See if I can pick it up. Not on the table, it's on the bed. Oh, how can I get it?
It's
Can you do it?
fruit platter.
Yeah, so there's a fruit platter there, and it's gorgeous. We'll insert pictures because you'll be able to see it a bit clearer on the pictures, but like they've made the kiwis into flowers. It's
Also,
arranged lovely.
Bottle of sparkling wine.
Carver. And 2 glasses, because it's our wedding anniversary this week, so Emily's cheering for us. We've made it a year. 1 down, forever to go.
I don't know, there's still a couple of days. Will me.
Yeah, so that was a lovely surprise to come back to. But the first thing we went was, oh no, they've been in the room. Because literally, as I say, we not trashed it, but like the suitcases were literally thrown on the bed and just open, just so we could get changed to go to the swimming pool. And then we come back, took all that sort of stuff off. We've hung it all on the balcony to dry. And then we literally just threw our clothes on and went straight down to dinner because...
Strawberry first,
Okay, darling. You okay?
They're poisoned.
Okay. Yeah, so we ran straight down to dinner because we were already like kind of a bit late, because as I say, we didn't get here till late. We wanted the kids to enjoy the pool. Yeah. So we didn't have time to like kind of tidy up and make it look human, and obviously we're only booked in for 3 nights.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting like someone to come in and clean the room, so I was like, yeah.
We'll leave it till we get home. And so we get home back to the hotel room, and we'll sort it then. But no, they obviously popped in with a little present for us, which was absolutely lovely, but I was like, oh my god, they must think we're such scruffs. And then also we're only here for 3 nights, and the luggage was literally everywhere. Like, you should have seen it. It was like 5 suitcases, as I say, and 4 hand luggage bags, and they must have thought, how much luggage do these need? They're only here for 3 nights.
Yeah.
They don't know we're going on a cruise. So yeah, so we were laughing about that. But on this hand, baby. Yeah, so we've, it's been a lovely day, really, hasn't it? It's been a long day, but it's been a really nice day actually, and the little hiccups hasn't took the shine off it. It really hasn't. We've had a really nice time.
Yeah, so we'll try and get more footage of the hotel tomorrow.
Yeah,
more footage. We'll try and get some footage of the hotel tomorrow.
So hopefully we'll have a more interesting vlog for you tomorrow. So if you're stuck with us this long, congratulations, well done. I think I've got a little bit of footage from the airport on my phone, so we'll insert that so you can see a little bit of the journey. So we haven't just completely abandoned you at the gate, but not a lot. So we'll see what happens. So see you soon. See you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.